we're back, and a month has passed since we technically went on a second date, and we missed the winter forward as planned. I held Olivia, she held mine, and things were okay just for a while. After everything she's been through, Olivia needed something to help lift her burden weight from her shoulder. Thankfully, the next day marked the beginning of winter break, and we ended up spending most of our time together. Most of the time, it was just hanging out at each other's houses, watching shows, and playing games. She even taught me how to get guts to perform tricks. It was simplistic, but these intimate moments with her were memories I've cherished for a long time as I live. I even got to spend Christmas and New Year's with her and the Paynes. They does nothing with his family, they're really just that busy. It was the closest thing I have to a real family I've experienced in years. In those 2 weeks, I never felt more connected to Olivia. Time marches on no end. The future draws closer by the day. The first semester ended last week, and this week, along with the new syllabus for this semester, we've also been given our college prep packets, along with the number of application forms. There's so many that my cramped backpack can't fit them all. Looking through the various sheets, I feel confident in most of my choices, most of which are within the city, and I hope... Oh, here's my stop. Hiding in the 2 overly filled folders in my chest, I make my exit and head for my usual destination. The Paynes. Minding the numerous papers in my arms, I gently push open the doors to the Paynes residence. Mans has to get in free pass now. It's open. I know Randy thinks. Vinny. Whoa. Okay. Ahead of the house and Vinny are at the dining table room, working on his homework together. Hey, Inky. Livy's in her room. Vinny, stay focused. Thanks, Vinny. I ruffle the little dinosaur's hair as I pass him by. Dang, girl actually tidied up with heck. Pushing through my girlfriend's bedroom door, I came to see her. Gosh, oh, look at me. It's perfectly fine for me to ignore your iframes and one-shot you with some bullshit oversized her-looking shorts. Raging once again at one of her laptop games. If it makes you angry, why don't you switch to another game? No, I'm almost enjoying my anger. She smells and shuts off the game, twists it around so I can hug her on her bed. Hey Inka, yeah? Olivia sweeps her laptop aside to give me room. I allowed my backpack to drop to the floor and set one of the overpacked folders on Olivia's lap. She groans and flops backwards. Come on, Inko, it's Friday. It's Thursday, actually. That is coursework, though. Olivia sits back and checks the folder. Then what is all these? Leaning over, I pull out her actual classwork from my backpack and set the sheets on her lap. Yeah, it's really starting to pile up. It's a bit of work getting your teachers to pass the stuff along to me. There's probably a week worth of stuff this time. Groovy. Do we really need it? Yes. Come on, I know most of the stuff, so it'll be a snitch. A snitch? A clinch? One of these words. I get the first assignment out and use a binder as a clipboard, ready to start the first assignment. Why, just a busy work. With crossword puzzles involving state capitals. While Olivia lazily drags her mechanical pen across the page, filling it out, I bring it up. I miss you. At school, it's not the same without you around. School's been back in section for nearly a month now. At first, Alinga was eager to return. Then she just skipped a day. Then 2 days in a week. Then the entire last week she's been absent. Ever since that night, she just more and more motive. She lost more and more motivation to graduate. And it's the least I can do to try and stop it. I'm willing to help her here. Damien Liz misses you too. Sorry, I'll probably go tomorrow. Maybe. Probably. Olivia, I'm worried for you. You're right at the finish line. It scares me seeing you get senioritis like this. It's not senioritis. Well, it sort of is it. What does a little hand gesture and sigh? I just don't see the point. Nothing I'm going to do benefits from high school diploma, right? I don't think that's true. You can't just be too sure of anything. Let's be a little air up her nose. I find it. I place a hand on Olivia's shoulder. Please, Olivia, just do it for me. She stares back and twinkles of fear in her eyes. Alright, just for you, I'll consider it. Thanks. You keep working away at piles of assignment. A few papers in, Olivia thinks to boot up her laptop and play some ambient metal for us. She occasionally asks for my opinion on the song. Self-conscious if I like it or not. At a point, Mr. Penn lets us know he's headed out for some errands. This is a pretty nice getting to teach Olivia what she missed in our class and keeping her up to speed. Dare I say, the schoolwork is even relaxing. Less so the busy work, more so that we're together. About halfway in and an hour late, there's a loud knock on the door. That doesn't sound like anyone here's knock. You can tell. Yeah. Could be a package delivery. I'll go get it then. I give Olivia's shoulder a little rub while I get up. She tries nipping at my sleeve. This is not going to be a package. I'm expecting to see that giant rhinoceros. It's still pretty cold out, so I shouldn't take too long to get it. If it's a package, it's maybe to be something that's not good to leave out. I open the door. Oh. It's Ben. Hey, Inga. Instantly, my enthusiasm is drained. What is it? He's starting to shiver in the He's starting to shiver in the freezing cold of the outside world to the point he's huddling to himself. Look, Inko, can I come in for a moment? No. What do you want? He sighs. Listen, I know things didn't go well when we last talked. We didn't leave on good terms. I'm here because of Olivia. Why is she not coming to school? None of your business. She needs to keep her grades up. I feel my lips instinctively curl an expression into grimace. What? Fuck off, dude. No, this is serious. Why the hell do you even think this is something you need to be involved with? I'm working on it. Are you? She's about to lose her eligibility for graduation. She's going to flunk out. My fingers dig into the woods by the doorway. I had figured, but she hasn't missed that many. Olivia's completed all her assignments and... How close? Dangerously close. Close enough that I got the memo. What do I do then? We need to convince her to go back. Some people keep letting her get away with it by handing her pity points, but there should be no excuse when the situation is this dire. What do you mean by some people? Inko, it's obvious that you're only encouraging her to fall further into abyss. If you keep enabling her to slack off, she'll never going to improve. You have to know on some level, you know I'm right about this. If you're not going to do anything about it in a meaningful way, then I'll tell her myself. Ben has the audacity to try to walk past me, but I shut him down with a firm hand to his chest. Why can't you get the idea, Ben? Olivia wants nothing to do with you. I'm trying to do what's best for her. Ben starts yelling at near the top of his lung. Olivia, please just hear me out. I'm trying to help you. Ben, stop. Just let me talk to you. Stop, dude. Just stay away from us before you make things even worse. Ben stands there unable to form any more words for a while, and I can't either. You psycho. Outside Olivia's room, I dread turning the doorknob. If I'm lucky, she just cranked up the music this whole time and thinks it was just a delivery. It's a nice little fantasy. I know better than that, though. The music's already turned off. She turned it down when I opened the door. I sigh and opened the door. Olivia's hurdling on the bed and holding her knees tight. All my work is crumbled and torn, cast aside off her bed. Damn it. I was close. Olivia. Sorry. I can't. I ignore the sound of paper being crushed beneath my feet. My arms slowly wrap around Olivia, drawing her to my chest and gently hug. Though her wobbly grasp of breath, she whimpers and mantras of apologies. We were so close, I think. Fighting back the frustrating growl, I instead focus entirely on comforting Olivia. We were managing at least. Today would have been the day. But Ben. With a clear shaking of my head, I return my attention to Olivia, who has finally quieted down. Olivia? Our arms hold her legs more tightly. You'll be fine, Olivia. Our arm eases. We'll figure something out. I promise we'll figure things out. The rest of the school year is a blur to me. Days turn to weeks, weeks turn into months. It didn't even hit me that I was graduating until the final day came. Being handed my diploma, shaking Skeller's hand, felt almost surreal. It was the moment that I have been anticipating the entire year. I finally achieved it. Although it didn't feel quite as fulfilling knowing that Olivia was sitting with the audience rather than being beside me. Regardless, I don't have the time to dwell on the past. I need to worry about our future, and that means supporting her. I didn't even bother to check when the acceptance letter had come from, only that we were still here in Benalica. It was a simple matter of going through the motions, filling the schedule, taking it with the counselor, and choosing whatever program. The content didn't matter. I just need to go somewhere for both of us. That late March rain patters on my window side. Pollen is going to start being a problem soon, and I can't wait to just relax. Today sucks. Between the yelling, almost getting hit by a car, all the running everywhere, I'm exhausted. I thank Olivia for, oh yeah, it's all worth it. I can't wait to get back home. Spring break finally rolled around and all my coursework is finished. I submitted just in time and I even had time to compose a words or wishes for all the professors. That leaves all my responsibility ticked off my mental bucket list, and the next 2 weeks are completely open for the two of us to enjoy. It's been a while since we were able to go out somewhere. Maybe I should plan something romantic. Maybe something to get some real fresh air and take advantage of the weather before I end up grotesque. Like camping. It'll be lots of fun. I entertain myself with these thoughts the rest of the way home. The lo-fi hip-hop station currently playing helps a lot. Olivia's I recently got into and wanted me to give it a listen to. Gotta say, pretty good. Finally, I arrive at my flat. It's a smaller, cozy place, not that I can't afford something more luxurious. It's just something that spoke to Olivia and I. I shift my car into park, pull my keys from the ignition, and sigh in relief. A small staircase later, and I'm at the front door unlocking it quickly and stepping inside. It's quiet as usual. Olivia is usually working around this time too. I quietly push her door open. She sat quietly in front of her drawing table, carefully painting a dramatic landscape. The color of the digital screen shines off her visage, tinting her gentle smile with all sorts of exotic colors. I catch her at a good time. She looks stunning as usual. Non-biased at all. Seeing her hard work combined with the ambience of lighting in the room is a painting of its own. When she sees me, the corner of her mouth picks up, and I see a bit of that sparkle in her eyes. She waves to me and mouths out a silent message. I made club sandwiches. Yours is in the fridge. I return a thumbs up. I'll be out in a bit. Let me wrap things up here. Gently, I shut the door to not make a sound. Sorry about that, guys. I need to start wrapping things up soon, so... Our kitchen gets a decent amount of use, but it's kept pretty tidy. Every now and again when I see culinary doodads, I'll pick it up for Olivia. I open the fridge. Inside is the leftover pizza box, a half a gallon of milk, a stray can of soda, and some dwindling bags of fruit here and there. I guess Olivia used the last of our actual food for lunch. I need to go shopping soon. And of course the sandwich Olivia makes, wrapped up all fancy for me. There is even an olive spike through it at the top with a toothpick. Looks good. I grab the soda and shut the door. I just realized, bro, it technically skip multiple days, bro. It's got like, oh my, whatever. Ordinarily, I'd sit at the table, but the couch is too inviting for my sore back. Maybe I should be done with her stream soon. Maybe I should rent a movie or something. Before I take the first bite of my sandwich, the bedroom door creaks open. Yeah, I was about to say that Olivia told us. In the corner of my eyes, I watch my girlfriend tries to surreptitiously sneak towards me on hands and knees, while she has the miniature gator skin bags beneath her eyes. I can clearly see the mischievous glimmer in her mirror-like eyes. Pretending not to notice her, I chew on a delicious sandwich meat until I feel the sharp tug on my wrist. Her jaws is wrapped around it, gently gnawing at my lips. She lets go once I look at her, and I keep my hands held out so she can take it. Once she does, it's a simple matter of drawing her up and onto the couch beside me. She sniffs the air and follows the smell to my club, which she also naps at. Hey, give me some one bite. One human bite. Hey. She crunches off the other end and I follow up with my next bite. It's good. Olivia's cooking is always wonderful. She's definitely upset about something. Hey, something got you down? You seem low energy. Nah, don't worry about it. Just some hecklers when I was wrapping up the stream. Don't worry about it. How's your day? Oh man, it was nuts. I barely had time to finish my last assignment to avoid a homework. Like all the other students were in a rush too. Then there was some stupid bug with the submission website. Really exhausting day. And some prick nearly rear-ended me with his pickup truck. Ugh. But I did get my schedule cleared. The spring break is all ours. Ah, nice. How was your day? Oh, I just streamed all day. Nice. Have you reached 5,000 followers? Yeah, I did. That's nice. Hopefully your career really takes off soon. Cause I'm tired of all this hard work. I gotta let me stop. Truthfully, I was worried for a bit. Oh yeah. I was thinking we could arrange a day out sometime, just like a little vacation during the break. Oh yeah? Yeah, does that sound like fun? Come on, we need to get out more. I was out last week. Okay, I get your point. Yeah, sounds pretty fun. Where would you want to go? Park maybe? I still don't know what's around here. I think there's a few public parks around. It'll be like when we saw the bluffs. Without the bluffs. Oh, you know what? We haven't ever gone back to Belcarada. She does not want to go back to Belcarada, I'll tell you right now. We live in Belcarada, you dork. I meant the city. We should go check it out. I bet the Paynes would love to have us over. Olivia flinches. What do you say? A little trip down memory lane? Come on, it's only been a year! I think it'll be fun to feel the coastal breeze again. Not yet. Olivia fidgets. I don't want to see the Payne. I don't want the Paynes to see me yet. Why not? When I left, I didn't leave on the best forms. I could tell you that we're unsure if I'd ever make something of myself and make things work for me. Heck, I wanted to prove I could before I left. But now it's been a whole year, and what do I have to show? I didn't even make enough to cover my share of the rent. Olivia? My hand lay on top of her and curls her fingers. Would Randy and Sophia care? Well, come on, we both know they'll just love to see you again. Her fidget eases and her smile creeps slowly onto her lips. Yeah, I guess. I shoot them a text later, okay? Mans has her family on speed dial. She looks up and nods happily. After then, no. How about camping? I can look into some local camp spots. That sounds nice, yeah, alright. Hey, you up for a movie or something? He nods. Using the remote, I browsed for something decent, and they added a bunch of old kaiju movies. Nice. We finally settle in the night, cheesy rubber suit monster movies. At some point, Olivia's tail wraps around my waist, and bodies drag me to her. Slowly, the sun fades down, leaving us only illuminated by the TV screen. Leaving us with light only illuminated by the TV screen. I'm sorry, Inga. What for? Well, my arm wrapped around her shoulder, putting her as close as possible for everything. What a diversive note. I shake my head. You haven't done anything to be sorry for, Olivia. Exactly, I've done nothing. Even in the duskiness of the room, I can see her heartfelt eyes. I planted the most chastity kiss on her nose, and lighting a giggle from her. I wouldn't say that. You've done so much more than you know. For me, goes unsaid. But Olivia gets the message. Her head sinks into my chest. A bit difficult to pull my phone out when Olivia's tail is in the way, but I manage. And still got his busted phone. We're up. Sophia, would you like to have lunch or something tomorrow? Hey, we're on first names? Alright, I got it. What are you doing? Sending that text. Oh, absolutely, sweetie. You haven't heard a thing from either of you for so long. Why don't we get brunch instead of lunch? How would brunch with the pain sound live? Okay. It's been a while since I had Auntie's waffles after all. Brunch sounds good. Wonderful, remember, brunch. B-R-U-N-C-H. I accept the automated schedule update on my phone to let it drop onto the cooking couch. I return to our movie marathon, and I always love seeing the old summer graphic trips in action. Olivia enjoys the cheesy battles. Well, we both are enjoying that part. It's made even better after I order some pizza. After having leftover pizza already in the house. At some point, Olivia falls asleep leaning against me, and I find it hard to stay awake too. The morning sun greets us as we exit the flat together. I take a moment to bask in the sunlight, breathing deeply in the crisp spring air. Excuse you, Inka. My hand is quick to rub the nose clear of my any pollen. Sorry, Liv. Anyways, where are we headed first? Olivia ponders as she wanders around in her wheelchair by herself. She swings idly in her chair, really considering where to spend the morning of all things. Finally, she speaks up, and when I hold open the door for her, well, Aunt Sophie said it'll be a brunch. B-R-U-N-C-K-H. In that case. We got a couple of hours. Olivia climbs into the passenger seat carefully as I hold her wheelchair for her car. Okay for her. Yep, cause we're college Inco. We're our car, our apartment, living with our girlfriend who does art streams, cooks and theoretically cleans. It became second nature at this point to collapse the chair and store it safely in the backseat. I kinda wanted to take a trip down memory lane. Memory lane, got it. Got directions? Now in the driver's seat, Olivia has her phone out and connects to the car's old radio. The old financial disc at first, then. With a nod, I shift the car into reverse and carefully back out our parking lot space. Once we're on the road proper, Olivia sets the tune. The first song is fast and upbeat, and with just a hint of peachiness. Glancing at her, I see that she's checked out completely, her eyes cast on the passing view through her window. She won't be for too long, thankfully, since getting back home is easy if you know which back roads to take. As we pass through a congested section of downtown, Olivia lowers the music and speaks up. Inka? I turn to her, see her face pressed to the window. What is it? That building, the one to the right. Looking to where she's pointing, I see an older building that vaguely familiar. After I squint at it for way too long, Olivia supplies the answer. It's the old arcade. Her voice as well. Taking a closer look at the building, I finally realize why I couldn't recognize it. The paint looks fresh and there's a different sign above it. Oh, it must have been bought by someone. Yeah. Do you want to check it out? You got a whole day after all. heavy traffic on the main road, Olivia has the time to consider deeply. Finally, she shies and shakes her head. It's too early anyways. In fact, I think it's too early for Old Townies to. I doubt anything interesting will be open. Well, any other place you might want to see? The letterhead slowly changes and we start down the street again. But Olivia's eyes never leave the old arcade building. It's when even I can't see it from the rear view window that Olivia sighs. I like to see the bluffs actually. I might look nice early in the morning. That's a bit more of a drive, and it's a totally different direction, but sounds good. Turning the steering wheel to the side, the car starts down another road towards the highway. Are you excited to go hiking again? Hiking, I mean, we didn't have to walk the entire thing, did we? I just figured it'd be nice to do it again. I suppressed the word exercise from my mind. It would be nice to recreate our first real day. Yeah, it would. Silent watches over the car as we both silently reminisce on our visit a year ago. It seemed like a long ago. Now it's 1 year. As I slowly look to the crawl in response to a silver SUV cutting me off, Olivia begins tapping at my arm furiously. Ain't good luck, huh? She pointed out something out the window. I shift my gaze to follow. To our left lies an old high school, St. Mahad. Oh wow, I don't even recognize where we are. Can we stop for a visit? It's a Saturday. It might still be open. There's a club on Saturday. There are some cars left in the parking lot. However, seeing Olivia being so adamant about wanting to check out school even after everything that's happened last year, part of me hopes Olivia finally found her missing develop. Let's give it a shot then. I engage in the questionably legal driving maneuvers to get us to the left lane and take us right into the school parking lot. The place is still pretty empty. We were able to park real close to the front entrance, although we'd get prime parking anyways due to this fancy sticker I got. Get it? Cause she's handicapped? I quickly look around for a place to park, pulling to the side of the road and turning off the vehicle. I step out the car and makes for the trunk to set up Olivia's wheelchair. It doesn't take long before we're taking a short walk up the path. The mural is as beautiful as ever, looming over us like a sacred guardian of the school. There are lights on the inside. Olivia hesitates, hovering her hand just above the door handle. But at last, she pushes it in and a cool air conditioning breeze is let out, along with the very similar scent of the facility. Inside, it looks just like we left it. Is this really okay for us to be here? Olivia glances around nervously and shrugs. Who knows? I don't know why we wouldn't. Well, normally students are supposed to call ahead or wait for a reunion. Olivia jumps. Oh, Miss Skeller. Hello, you two. What brings you back to St. Mahad? Oh, well, it's spring break for me, so we wanted to take the day and just, go around. I see, Mr. No Inca. And are you on break too, Olivia? Her silver eyes cast down for a moment. Olivia? I'm on break too, Mrs. Skeller. The older woman glaze shifts between Olivia and I see, well then. With a sigh from the principal turning, starting headed down the hall. Come on, you two. You two will need a visitor's pass then. Olivia doesn't budge. Olivia? Don't think she heard me. Taking Olivia's handlebars, I move to catch up to Miss Stiller. Everything looks like I remember it. The hallway, the locker, even the posters. The principal smiled weirdly. It's only been 2 years, Inca. Give it time, at least. What do you mean? We turn in the entire hallway that's permanently ingrained into our memory. The gala. Well, the district's currently looking over a proposal we submitted. Hopefully, Simahad will be a brand new wig in the coming years. Oh, for more classes then. Something like that. The administrator felt that we should have a dedicated area for extracurriculum classes. Simahad was always focused on art, so that means an art wing? She nods and enters her office. After a moment, she comes back with a clipboard and some large name tapes. For now, just sign this. Don't worry about disturbing any clubs today. There's only the tabletop gaming club in the library. I'm 100% interrupting that club. I fill out a sheet for both Olivia and I hand the clipboard back. Before Mr. Glad returns to the office, she kneels before Olivia. Miss Halford? The voice surprises Olivia and her head tilts back and looks at the principal. Yes? I hope this break helps you with whatever is on your mind. I may not be an official alumni, but you are a former student of St. Mahad. Before Olivia can respond, Mr. List stands upright and re-enters her office. So, what now? Olivia glances down the hall and to our left and right. I want to sit at my old spot, at Langton's class. Olivia lets go of my wrist with her tail and starts moving herself along. I follow closely behind, remaining silent so I don't break her focus. It's clear that there's a lot of emotion rolling through her. She looks up the staircase and then continues to the elevator around the corner. Oh, I didn't think this far ahead. We don't got the key, do we? If you need, I can carry you out. Olivia reaches into her chair pocket and pulls it out. She still has it. The elevator door slides open like it always has. Another about nostalgia weighs over me at all the times Olivia and I wrote it. One memory stands out though, both of us huddled together in fear and... Let me get some water. The door opens and I breathe in the fresh air outside again. Always loved the open hallway up here. Olivia rolls ahead past the room. 231, 232, 233, 234. Olivia stares at the nameplate. It now reads Miss Frizzer. She sighs. At the moment, I reach ahead and open the door for her. Inside is pretty similar. There's obviously some new decoration. The teacher desk has a different cutter of paper on it, but it's the same classroom. Olivia rolls inside and watches her carefully movement, and I watch her carefully move the chair by her old desk so she can use it. It's still, should I enter? After a moment, she glances at me, and I pat the desk next to hers. I've been granted entry. When I take my seat, bits and pieces of the second day here resurface in my mind. It's still here. Olivia's fingers is tracing something. It's a little indent in her wooden desk. It's the one she used as an inkwell. How'd you ever get away with doing that? The teacher was cool with it. She smiles. We both stare ahead to the front of the classroom. It's like the two of us showed up early for the day. And any minute now, an energetic Petra with Walton dramatically flapping his wings, there to take us on another learning adventure, ready to give it his all to teach us very vials of craft and artwork. Olivia doesn't cry. Her fingers weakly tap against the desk. But she doesn't cry. After all, she speaks out. You ready? Are you? She looks over with the slightest smile. Yeah. I get up and push our chairs back into their original spots. Leaving, I turn around for one last look. I know Olivia as well. It probably really hurts this last time. I gently shut the door behind me. Bye. Alright. We ended up taking a short trip of the rest of the school. Seeing the sights one more time, the auditorium, the auditorium, even the cafeteria. I got some of our old favorites from the vending machines. On the way out, we passed the gala once more. I wonder. I stop at the trophy case. Olivia hears my footsteps stop and turn. Her landscape is gone, and its place is plague. Olivia gently rolls up to the glass case and I step beside her. It holds an inch-etched stone stab and several photographs illuminated by a dull yellow light, surrounded by all the award-winning works of art students, and etched into the top of the polished stone lies his name, embroidered in gold leaf, Mr. Tread Lenkin. 201M 1986 to 201M 2023 BIC. Olivia's hand claps her mouth. Olivia, are you? She shakes her head and lets her hands drop from her lips. Inko? Olivia rolls back to the front of the office. Inside, Princess Carol looks up from the sheet of paper she was filling out. Done with your sightseeing today already? Though her tone is shaky, Olivia smiles and nods. Yes. Princess Geller, Olivia rolls over to her desk. She shares a look, though I can't see what Olivia is doing from the entryway. But the principal and I see her face fall into Sandy's frown. They whisper, and Miss John's eyes are even getting misty. She wipes her face and nods, taking a blank sheet from her desk and writing on it. Olivia accepts the paper. Thank you, Mrs. Geller. Of course, Ed. Miss Geller frown transforms to a simple smile. I'll always be here at Miss St. Hans if you ever wish to talk, Olivia. That goes for you as well, Inga. Right, Mrs. Geller. Olivia turns and leaves the office, wheeling past me. Hey, Olivia, what's up? She doesn't respond and says headed straight to the school exit. Following after her, I finally catch a glimpse of Olivia's face. Her face is set with determination. I have to move ahead and hold the door open for Olivia, who beelines straight for our parked car. Olivia, wait. She finally stops next to the passenger door to turn to me. What's going on? Sophia isn't expecting us for another hour. Good. We have time then. Time? Do you want to go somewhere else? Yes, I need. Her voice hitches, but she still forces the words out. I need to go and see him. See who? The graveyard of Mr. Lambkins, of course. We're nearly there. It's not that far away, only 10-minute drive. But the combination of dread and anticipation makes it feel like 10 hours. In the seat next to me, Olivia stares at the elevator key in her hand. Part of me thought she would, return it. Maybe someday. It's not like they can't just make another for a few dollars. It's just important to her. Hope it doesn't rain. As we pulled into the parking lot, I take hold of her other hand. I can feel the nerves vibrating through our connected palms, and yet her fingers intertwine with mine tightly. It's a solemn place. The grounds are well kept, but still creep up onto the old pavement. I help Olivia out of the car once more. The wind is picking up a little, like it knows something. We pass through the arching metal gates. She looks around at the sea of tombstones, completely lost. How are we gonna find it here? I don't know, let's just do it. I should have asked for more details. Don't worry, we have time. We always have time. I push Olivia along the grave trails, past rows and rows and rows of graves, or on the rare occasion a small mausoleum. Without the plot number, we have to scan each and every tombstone carefully. Olivia's breath picks up. There. I think that's the one. She points to a small tombstone one row ahead. Without hesitation, I pivot and push Olivia forward towards it. It's a similar plaque to the one at school. Instead of engraved in gold letter is a simple carving into the stone. Olivia holds out her hand for a bit more and lets it fall back into her lap. We found it. For a while, we rest in silence, just looking at the inscription on it. His teaching will continue on into the new generation. I'm startled when Olivia pushes herself out of her wheelchair. She kneels before the small tombstone and I move to kneel beside her. Olivia? I'm fine. It's just, I wanted to finally tell him, Inka. It takes me only a moment to recall what she's referring to. It was nearly a year ago, the night that invaded my dreams from time to time. I nod, laying a hand on her shoulder in solitary. Alright, Olivia. She looks at me, smiles, a very fragile smile, then begins. Mr. Lampkin. Oh dear Mr. Lampkins. You were a lot of things for me. You taught me so much, everything I know when it came to art. And you tried to teach me about myself. Show me the way to live my life that was better than how I was back then. It used to grate on me and you would lecture me on my feelings. But I know you did it because you gave a damn. You gave a damn about me and about everyone around you. Even when I was being stupid, trying to hide away from everyone, you came into my life and showed that the world wasn't as bad as I thought. Olivia's eyes turned to me, and I could see the tears flowing freely down her cheeks and over her shaky smile. And you were right about him too, Mr. Lampkins. I'm grateful to have had you as a mentor. I promise from now on, to you and to everyone, that I will live my life unshackled by doubt and fear, like you had always taught me to. Thank you, Mr. Lampkin. Olivia sits back up. I hate to think how all of this was weighing on her this whole time. But it's all gone now. And thank you, Inko. I know it's been hard, and you've done so much for me. I promise I'll get better. I promise I'll be someone worth it all. I shut my eyes and move to hug Olivia. Thank you so much for giving me the time. I love you. I love you too, Olivia. I'll get better. I wanna hug that gator. Like, hey, mama. I have one regret. I regret not kissing her when we was on that couch. Ending 3 out of 4. Of course, it's 4 different endings. I got ending 4. I don't feel like I got the best ending. I feel like I got a good ending. Well, that's it for me. You guys aren't seeing the other endings on my time. Play the game yourself and see the endings on yours. Well, that's it for this series. I don't know if I'll ever make another one. Let alone when. But that's it for me now. See ya.